So this is my 2023 garden. I started my seeds in March 2023, and I planted the seeds into these little pots I got from Aldi. I had a lot of tomato seeds. I planted mostly tomatoes and peppers, and I planted about 2 to 3 seeds into each of the cells. Okay, I didn't do anything fancy with them. I just used that soil that was just in the house, and I planted it, put it on the windowsill, and I was watering it periodically. So yeah, that year I really didn't do anything special to it. Um, I just bought the seeds from Tesco. Just bought a variety that looked interesting, and I just planted it. Mind you, I live in Scotland, so a lot of people were like, "Oh, seeds, you have to have a greenhouse." Well, see these pots. I got those particular ones from um, was it lead? No, 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 from a store bought tomato. Yeah, and then I also gave out a lot of seeds. I gave out a whole lot of seeds because I had way too many plants and I couldn't get myself to like throw them away. Hey guys, I just realized I've not given an update for my garden well because I've been so overwhelmed with everything happening in my life. So guys, as usual, I planted just too many tomatoes. I ended up giving out over 20 seedlings, and I still ended up with about 22 plants. And well, they're not doing badly. They all have fruits. I have lots of fruits. So let's see, this one, I think this is a cherry tomato. Okay, if I can see, I'm trying to see what the other one was. Anyways, so but I have like 5 varieties, and they're not doing badly. This one is, let's see, this is a money maker tomato. It's a small plant, but see, you have lots of fruit on it. This one is, what's this one? Ocado F1, Ocado FL, whatever they call that. So see that it's laden with fruit. And then this one's a rather large plant. So it was Constuluto Florentino tomatoes. And you see that it looks like my beefsteak tomato plant also. It has lots of fruits. This one grew very tall. Grew very, very tall. Still producing flowers. And then this is like my favorite tomato plant. This one is this beefsteak, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's the beefsteak tomatoes. Has so many, all my days are snapping. Has so many tomatoes on them. These ones are cherry tomatoes. This one is another Constantino Florentino. It looks so much like the beefsteak, okay? And then my peppers, guys. Slugs finished my peppers. Look at that. I just gave up on the peppers, although I have all of them are flowering. Even the one in my kitchen window is flowering. Even though the slugs did not even let them rest, guys. So they eat the peppers so much, but they're not doing bad. And then there's this plant. This plant just stayed and started withering out. I didn't know what to do. I was like, oh, take it indoors. So I put it in this shed for a couple of weeks, and it was okay. And then I brought it out and it has started dying on its own again. So like, this is like the one plant I just gave up on. Seriously. Okay, so here, rosemary I don't really care for. My carrots are doing pretty well. And then these plants, I use these plants as like will I say, what's the word? I took this plant was not from like store-bought seed. It was from like a store-bought tomato plant. And there are 2 plants here. I didn't prune them. I didn't do anything to them. I just let them grow. Okay, unlike the other ones that are in bags, I pruned them and all. But see, they are bearing so much. And it was from store-bought. Just look at that cluster. These both were from store-bought tomatoes. I don't know the name brand. It was Asta. So yeah, and then I have peppers here also. And then my onions, guys, I don't know. Oh, I just mistakenly uprooted one onion. Oh my god. Yeah, that's like my first onion harvest, I guess. Because I don't think
It wasn't even buried so deeply. Well, I think that's that for this onion, because that I didn't mean to uproot it, but it's out. So I guess that's like my first harvest. Anyways, guys, so that's the update. I just have too many of them. I was overwhelmed. My ginger didn't come out. Someone gave me, what's it called? Forgotten the name of that thing, like eggplant. Someone gave me eggplant, and I was so overwhelmed. I just planted it here, and then the slugs had a field day. Look at that. The slugs had a field day with that plant, and the other one under there also. But yeah, that's what's up in the garden. Ciao. Hey guys, just noticed that there were like lots of these ones, of ripe ones here. So, there. Bran, calm down.
So at this point, the tomatoes had started ripening on the vine, and I was just taking them out. So yes, they were starting to get ripe. I want to say this was sometime in August. Um, so I was just taking them as they ripened. I was taking them off the plants as they ripened. Yeah, but guys, it became very, very overwhelming because there were just too many tomatoes, and I had too many plants, and I didn't think about canning or anything. I was just throwing them into the freezer, and I was just using. I couldn't even use, because then I discovered passata, and I was buying store-bought passata. I couldn't even be bothered with like blending the tomatoes. Yeah, so I was using passata for like my stew, my tomato stew and all that. So the tomatoes were just there. They were just so much, guys. They were too much. I just couldn't even keep up with them. Um, and they were just like, they're not getting ripe all at once. One will get ripe, and I'll just get the kids to go out, and then get them, and I would pop it in the fridge. So that was just what I was doing, and those tomatoes were growing wild. And these were all started from seed, and they were all outdoors, all outdoors.
These cherry tomatoes are so yummy. Like, I'm eating them fresh. They're so good. See, they're splitting because of water. But I can't take the whole thing because just these ones here are ripe. I've eaten about 2 or 3. But we have a lot more on this plant. It's a very small plant. See that? And then look at this plant. Right? So this on this tomato, I gave out a lot of tomatoes, and then these ones were not collected. I just left it, and see, it's struggling, and it's produced 1 tomato. We have these ones. I just watered them because I usually just, I don't know, when I'm very busy, they dry out, and then I water them, and then they dry out, and then I water them. This one doesn't have this. I have a lot. And then we have these ones. These ones. And these are very small plants. See that? Right, so looking out through my kitchen window, I saw that this plant had red ones, and you can see they were already splitting. So guys, I just took the ones that were ripe and ready, because as much as possible I want them to get very ripe on the plant, because I'm going to be storing a lot of them. Guys, these cherry tomatoes, I don't have time because I'm supposed to like stake it and hold it up. It's falling. Most of my plants are falling now because I've been so busy. Anyways, so that they have lots of tomatoes on them. It's too much. This plant here is my favorite plant. This one, I love the way the tomatoes are. It's the beef steak. It has really nice tomatoes. And these cherries, yeah, we have lots of cherries also on these ones. Yeah, so I have another set of plants the other way. Yeah, those ones are on the raised bed, and they have so many tomatoes. I've not gotten any ripe one yet from these plants. See, they're even going to my neighbor's garden. And I think I'm going to have to trim them so that we don't get, like, we just need the tomatoes on them to get ripe, because this has a lot of tomatoes on it. Guys, you need to plant. Planting is health. Like, right now I'm enjoying the process.
So this video was made in autumn. This was October 2023, and I had just given up on my peppers. They were just everywhere. Slugs were having field day with my pepper plant. I realized that I should have started the peppers earlier because it needs more time than the tomatoes. You see, on the floor, I just had tomatoes on the floor because the slugs were enjoying it. They were reaping the fruit of my labor, guys. Slugs enjoyed it because I just couldn't keep up with
Areli, get all the red
them.
ones here.
So yeah, guys, that's what just happened.
What's
And
cheating? Put it in your bucket.
the kids were trying to like harvest it for me, but oh my god, it was a lot of work at that point because it was awesome. It was getting colder, and the plants were like getting ready to wind down. So we still had a lot that were not ripe, and then even the ones that were ripe, like before I would get to them, dogs have eaten them. So that was what I was just like, oh, I was overwhelmed. But yeah, it was a really, really good season that year.
You guys are done. You
And
come
it was
here.
a
There are
really,
lots
really
of
good
red ones
season.
on this plant here.
Let's not talk about what's happening this season.
Alright, give me yours. Thank you.
Guys, enjoyed this video. So yes, that's how my garden went in 2023. We've moved to a bigger house. I'm going to be showing you guys how the garden is going this year. So it's our own house. We have fruit trees, we have raspberries, we have a whole lot this time. So stay tuned. Ciao.